So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something. We're going to be talking about something that is inevitable. It is inevitable. Like, if you guys think that Caitlin Clark has broken the internet already, you guys don't even know what is coming next. Like, we have reached, 7 of 10 of the Caitlin Clark fandom. We've reached about 7 out of 10. It's got 3 more higher spots to go. We're only at about 7 out of 10 right now. And if you guys don't know what I mean, what we talked about yesterday has been confirmed. And I think that it's going to only spiral into 2 things happening. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But we saw yesterday. You guys might be interested in a hint at our special guest. Reminder, it airs Thursday. When I sound like a group, I know that's the shape of Caitlin Clark's head. Everything is Caitlin. Sometimes my heart says Taylor, but it could be Caitlin Clark. So, they announced it was Caitlin Clark here. And this is what Caitlin Clark has had to say after being announced on the podcast.
Alrighty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark.
I don't get excited about many things, but this is at the top of my list, so.
We made it, Jason.
So yeah, obviously Caitlin Clark, a Swiftie who is a Chiefs fan. So obviously this was a big deal. But you can see this, 14,000 likes in a couple of hours. 1 million views. 1 million views on a preview for her going to be on a podcast. Can't wait for Thursday. Just a couple of goats, slam dunk episode. Literally one of the biggest stars in all sports. Absolutely revolutionizing what is possible for a female athlete. I mean, you can. I would say female athlete in a team sport because she hasn't reached the heights of Serena Williams yet. She hasn't reached the height of tennis players. Heck, as far as just pure marketability, let's not get it twisted. Like Maria Sharapova made so much money, like in her peak. Anna Kournikova, players like that. So, the producer, it's a banger. Spoiler. Okay, I'm looking forward to making 7 videos on this podcast episode. Heck, I made about 100 videos in the Time Magazine interview, so it's great for my old channel talking about this. But yeah, it is, obviously, most requested guest in the history of our show. I mean, I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift is. I will say, willing to bet she was the second most requested. Yeah, obviously, like the biggest is Taylor Swift. But the reality of the situation is this. This is step 1. This is step 1. Step 2, Caitlin Clark shows up at a Chiefs game in the players box with Taylor Swift. I'll say that. That is step 2 of this breaking the internet. Step 1 is the podcast. That is step 2. Step 3, Caitlin Clark or Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce show up at a Fever game and announce beforehand the game they're showing up at. That game, I'm not sure if it will have the highest ticket sales. That will be the most watched WNBA game of all time. Maybe there's like some finals in the 90s that have had more viewers. I don't know. But in recent memory, the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce game, I can guarantee you, will be the most watched game ever. When you have got Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark in the same building, it is going to absolutely, and I mean this, it will absolutely break the internet. And this is just step 1. This is just step 1 of it all. And yeah, like, I think we're seeing it more and more. I think this is probably one of the biggest things I will always say when it comes to WNBA players, is we're now seeing them being treated like A-list celebrities. I think it's dumb, we're talking about the basketball perspective, to say, oh, it's not just Caitlin Clark while more people are watching the basketball. because it is Caitlin Clark. To say it's anyone else, or to even give anyone else credit, is like the amount of credit Brian Scalabrine deserved for the 2000, is like comparing Brian Scalabrine's credit for the 2008 Celtics championship to Kevin Garnett's. Like it's that much of a comparison. Like it's about the same difference as the impact on the fever between Caitlin Clark and Katie Lou. But I will say, when it comes to the off the court stuff, that's where I can say, like, I think a lot of WNBA players, I feel, did a really good job of promoting themselves as individuals. And whether basically almost being as known for their social media stuff, being as known as people promoting themselves via social media, I think all of that stuff is important, by the way. Like, for people saying that doesn't really matter, because these WNBA players are now A-list celebrities. The draft is now a bigger deal. When NBA players became celebrities, it was great for the league. And the main reason the league grew past 1990 till the end of that decade was Michael Jordan. And I think mentioning Charles Barkley in that, or Hakeem, is dumb. But those other players being celebrities didn't harm anything. It didn't hurt anything. And I do think we're seeing, obviously, in a lot of situations, we're seeing players almost be like A-list celebrities. But this is the first time I think somebody in the WNBA is just going to break the internet. It will. This is the first time. Like, the Time article really did break the internet, because it showed that, like, it showed the hypocrisy. It showed the hypocrisy and how Caitlin Clark was, like, how she was perceived, because it was 12 hours of, this is great what Caitlin Clark has said, why didn't she say it sooner? 12 hours later, we had, like, maybe it was 36 hours later, we had Natalie Esquire liking anti-Caitlin Clark hate posts again. Like, it was normal service resumed with Caitlin Clark hate after about 12 hours. But yeah, I think this is going to be the first thing, like, that will really break the internet, because again, Caitlin Clark playing a golf tournament broke the internet. That was kind of relevant. Caitlin Clark showing up to a Taylor Swift concert broke the internet. Taylor Swift being on this podcast is going to absolutely break the internet, and we all know what this is leading up to. This is leading up to her being at a Chiefs game, and that breaking the internet, and then Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce being at a Fever game, and that becoming the most viewed WNBA game of all time. We know it's happening. We know what this is leading to. This is going to just completely break the entire internet. And it's coming from a WNBA player interacting with a pop star. Currently interacting with pop star's boyfriend, who's an athlete/podcast host, and it will eventually lead to that pop star interacting with a WNBA player, and I don't even know. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.